Hi, my name is Teresa McElhinny, and I am the playwright who wrote Schools of Thought for One Act Fest, and I'll also be facilitating a workshop and directing the play. And this is Jim Freeman.
Hi, I'm Jim Freeman. Conductor of Fun is my moniker. I write a column for the Whidbey Weekly, and thanks to that column, and thanks to Teresa, we've got a play.
Yeah. Well, back when I was doing Readers Theater 5 years ago, something like that, Jim had put the Schools of Thought idea in a column that he wrote on track, and then I saw that story and I said, let's do it for Readers Theater. Didn't come to fruition then, and then One Act came along, and I used his story and then put bookend acts, scenes on each end of it. So tell them what your story's about.
Well, basically, the schools of the fish made me think of schools of thought, and I remember from psychology in college, the 7 schools of thought in that particular psychology class, fundamentalism and behaviorism and structuralism and humanism and Gestalt. And then I Googled fish, and it's amazing how many names of fish there are. Then I took the elements of the different philosophies, the names of the fish, and I had my own fun.
So what were some of the deep thoughts?
Well, the deep thoughts were, the good book says it is done unto us as we believe. Well, what do we believe and why do we believe it? Mm-hmm. So what tribe do I want to be in? Mm-hmm. The schools of thought, the different kinds of behaviors, which one lines up with my philosophy? Mm-hmm. So I think as we stay open at the top like that, and that's what that metaphysical nature is of the column, and you've picked it up perfectly. That's what's exciting to me about seeing it performed, is the bringing to life of those thoughts of metaphysics and how do we believe and what's the purpose of our life.
And I could see it on stage. So I put a classroom scene where they're doing those philosophies in class, and you're the main student, and then you've got his whole story of these fish, kind of like the Incredible Mr. Limpet meets the Human Manifesto or something like that. I don't know.
Don Knotts.
Something, yeah.
Yes.
And if you're old enough to know that story, you're old enough to be in my play. The youngest ones are my husband and myself. We're 60, and our oldest one is 88.
Wow.
My husband was in an accident and has one arm, but he made 5 fish like Greenie.
I can't believe how wonderful these fish are.
He made them, and they're going to be part of the props, and we're all going to be swimming around having fun.
Don't forget to breathe.
I'll try not to. I wanted you to know that we have a very good actor that is going to portray Jim Freeman.
Well, if he's an actor already, you're ahead of the game.
Brian Burroughs is quite familiar to Wicca, and he's going to be you for this particular play. But I would like to get some pointers from you how best to direct him to most accurately portray Jim Freeman. I mean, you've been occasionally replicated, never duplicated, never duplicated. But I would like to know what to tell him if he's supposed to act like you and be you, what he's supposed to do.
I think if he is himself, because that's what I try to do, he'll be fine as me because he'll be himself, and it'll be real and perfect. And if he forgets his lines, he'll definitely be me.
Be able to improv it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any advice for us to more accurately portray the story that you intended from the column? I don't want to veer and get into
your adaptation of my mind.
You did read it, right?
Is
okay.
Several times.
Okay.
Because I saw all the flow and all the movement and all the fish are gilling out and they're doing their thing, and it's so wonderful to. I never thought it was going to be visually.
That's what I saw when I read it. It was all the visuals.
See,
yeah.
Your mind, my mind.
Yeah, together.
Mr. Burroughs, rock and roll. It's going to be marvelous. Thanks, Teresa, for what you've done.
Thank you too. Bye-bye, guys.